Nothing's Ever Lost is the name of the book. It's out now. This came out on your birthday, right?
It came out on my birthday, July 24th.
Tell us about it. What's the plot line around Nothing's Ever Lost?
It is the story of two teenagers trying to hold their friendship together while they wander through the afterlife.
Now, it's a young adult piece, so what sorts of plot twists or turns would appeal to the young adult audience?
It's fast-paced. It moves. It's also funny. There's two teenagers that are based on me and my best friend when we were in high school, so they're snarky, they're funny, they're making jokes about a really weird, terrible situation. And I think the teenagers really seem to, grasp onto that idea of just funny snarkiness.
Sure.
So there's that. There's also, let's see, Death in a Polo Shirt. Factories.
Back up. Death in a polo shirt?
Death wears a polo shirt. Anna describes him as looking like a cell phone salesman. So if you can picture, like, he's bald, he has no eyebrows, and he looks like a cell phone salesman, but he's Death.
That's my 7th grade social studies teacher.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So there's Death in a Polo Shirt. There's a factory that manufactures broken things. It's explained. It makes sense at the time.
Okay.
There's a forest that tries to trap them. They're pretty sure that the trees are listening in. Yeah, and so they're traveling through. They have no idea what's going on, really. They're trying to figure out if they're even really dead or not. Possibly Anna isn't. And yeah, they meet a few people along the way. Most of them are strange.
Well, it's a very entertaining read. But I have to ask, why did you write it? Why did you write this particular book?
That's actually a sad story. So when I was 20, my 17-year-old cousin died by suicide. And for me, dealing with that, I did the only thing I knew how to do, which was write. Because I guess other people would cry or paint or do whatever it is that's their thing. And for me, it was writing. And so I started to write this story about two teenagers in the afterlife, thinking it was just my way of dealing, my way of getting through. And then as I wrote, I realized there were probably other people who needed this story, because it made me feel so much better about my cousin and the idea that he wasn't lost to me. Nothing's ever lost. He was just somewhere else for a while. And so I created this place for him to be. And since I've done that, and since I've put it out into the world, there have been a lot of people who have come forward and said, I also had someone in my family who died by suicide. Or even, we lost someone in some other way, and this book helped. And so it's funny, and it's irreverent, and it's strange. It's very strange. But it's also very real to me. And my cousin's actually in the book. Very thinly masked version of my cousin. Some of my other cousins called me after I wrote it, and they had read the scenes that he's in, and they said, oh my gosh, he's in the book. It's him. He had sweaty hands. He always had sweaty hands as a kid. And so Ricky, the character that's him in the book, has sweaty hands. And some of those little things carried over.
You can tell reading it that it was written with a lot of passion, and I would think that that's a part of it, but I think it's also just your clear love for writing and storytelling. So congratulations on this. Near Life Experience is your next book.
Yes.
And it has to be, because you promoted it in this book, so I think there's no going back.
I know.
That's out in the summer of 2020.
Yes.
But in the meantime, congratulations on this book. And this is available everywhere, correct?
Available everywhere. I recommend going to the Briar Patch in downtown Bangor if you happen to be in the area. But yes, you can get it anywhere. The books are sold.